Krista Wax. You are listening to MSP Sound on KFAI, and I have Amanda B. Perry here with me via Zoom. Hey,
Hello.
how are you?
I'm amazing. I'm floating on air. I'm wonderful. Thank you so much for having me. This is huge.
Oh, absolutely. I love it. Amanda has a brand new album coming out. At the time, we'll preface this by saying this is recorded just before her album release, which is November 20th.
Yes.
Friday. And we're recording it before then. So all excited. You can feel it in the air. It's coming up on the album release. How does it feel?
Oh my gosh. I don't know if I think I have so many, I'm going to be pinching myself so much that I don't know. It's so exciting and couldn't be happier. And it's like, I've been counting the days and now I'm like, whoa, take it all in, take it all in. Don't let it fly by too fast.
True. Yes. Savor it.
Very exciting.
That's so exciting. So yes, by special request is the album. And
Yes.
was this recorded? Of course, we have to talk about it. Was this recorded during quarantine, pre? Okay.
Yep. So it was for sure recorded during quarantine time. We started, I went in to Creation Audio with Miles Hansen, my producer, in May. I want to say it was, we got started and met and worked out what we were going to do and just finished in October. So yeah, it was completely through, the COVID times.
Wow. What's the plan to work on an album during this time, or had this already been kind of in the process and you were like, let's use our time wisely.
Right. So the dream is always you want to make an album, right? That was of course the dream, but I definitely did not think that this was going to happen right now, but getting out there and performing isn't happening. And I thought, okay, well, then let's move a little bit into this direction of getting my music out there instead of just my voice out there. I'll get, with covers and everything, I'll just go for it and try and do an album. And with a lot of support and a lot of push and like, yeah, do it. This is it. This is a great time. Then it was time. Then, yes. Then it was like shifted from trying to go out and perform a lot to, okay, let's fix our songs to be perfect, or as perfect as they can be, to go in the studio and put our music out there.
Okay. Wow. Yeah. Shifting priorities. That.
Right.
Yeah. 2020.
A lot of thing going on. Yeah.
Sure. Oh, well, your album is beautiful. You have just this beautiful voice, and talk me through just how this did come to be. How are we here today?
Oh my goodness. Well, so these songs I started writing, the ones that are on the album, I would say started within 3 years ago to, back in April. Was probably the last one that I wrote that's on the album. So definitely a couple of the songs, I realized, yes, a couple of my songs were written during the first part of quarantine time. And I had these songs and I thought, okay, these all kind of tell a story. And I didn't, when you kind of look at them all together, all I write is love songs. I always say that. I mean, that is just, it's not an exaggeration. I could open my songbook and nope, there's not one in there that's not a love song. So I thought, well, these kind of all tell different ends of the spectrum of life, of love, of all that. And so I got into, figuring out exactly which ones I want to put on there. Because of course, as a songwriter, you kind of develop a lot of songs that you love, but you want to make sure it's songs that everybody can relate to. So I chose 11 songs that I felt people could relate to and took them in and sat down with Miles and said, here's what I have. Can we make this into something? And is it just me? Should it just be me and the piano, or should we have other musicians come in? And that's when the real music and magic started with this album. So yeah, and then, all those days in the studio and working through things and practicing and everything. And, then you get to hear and, there's a lot of fast forwarding in that story, but,
The Cliff Notes version.
there was an album. Took a snapshot.
I love it. I mean, you're making me thirsty. You're holding like this beautiful martini right now, and I should have poured something.
Yeah, I'm so excited. My wonderful friend sent me these martini glasses too, because I always drink a dirty martini, 3 olives every time. And she sent me these personalized glasses. This one says "Live from my living room" because that's the show I do every week from my living room. So it's a reminder. This is what you drink when you have your show.
Along with the theme. I just love it. I love it.
Yeah. Exactly.
So of course it's not an ideal time. I mean,
right.
For
for anything other than furniture sales. Like that's the best time for them. They're really getting couch sales.
And leggings.
And leggings. Amen. Yes.
Right.
You mean pants? Because that's just my pants situation.
The new pants. Leggings are the new pants. I love it. Yes, that's totally me. All summer was just shorts. Now we're transitioning into leggings. But yeah, so this time is just kind of wacky in our world, and hopefully we'll all be back together again soon. But you are planning a Facebook, and now granted, this is pre-recorded, everybody. So by the time this airs, this already happened, but getting your kind of doing a live album release show on Facebook. Yes. How are you getting ready for that? Like, I know it's not ideal. You'd love to have an audience, and you will have a virtual audience. I'll be there.
Yeah. And- oh, yeah. Yay. Well, I'll tell you. So it is helpful to have done a few live streams in order to then do your album release being a live stream. And it's just, of course, I did think about doing a theater, because there are theaters who will do a live stream for you, and you can have people there and stuff. And I just thought, for right now, in this time, I'm going to keep it real simple, as simple as, I mean, it's not going to be that simple, of course, lots of fabulousness around it. But just practicing every day and making sure the sound is good from my living room and the connection is good from my living room. Just being able to interact with people is always super fun from my live streams. And this one is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to have the camera set back a little bit, so you have just kind of a fuller, prettier, view while you're listening to the music. I always tell people, like, you don't have to watch. You could just put me in a cup in your room somewhere, fold your laundry, do whatever. Just have me on in the corner. So this will be a little bit more of a view. You can see a lot more, and I'll have somebody answering any questions that come up or comments. They'll be read to me. I will get them as we go, and so it'll be fun. Just kind of a different take on my usual live stream, and no fun facts. Usually I do fun facts with my live streams, and with this one a little more, just more music based on this.
This is album release. So
album release. This is a different ball game. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds like,
but
right.
Yeah.
And I mean, the room that you're in already looks really nicely decorated. So we're just going to see a
little further back. Yeah. So usually this is kind of the general view I get when I do a live stream, because then I can read everything nice and close up. And so further away, I'll get to see, a little tree, a little lights, a little candles, just a little. So it's more like you're at a show rather than you're at a, Amanda's in my face singing to me tonight. It's going to be a little bit different. Less Amanda. Well, no, about the same Amanda, just a different view.
From a distance, a little bit more.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite track from the album? I mean, I know you talked about they're all beautiful love songs, and I mean, it is something everyone can relate to. Is there, I mean, I know it's like picking a favorite child or pet or something by me asking. So it's kind
Yeah.
of not a nice question.
Well,
Please
no,
forgive me.
answer. I didn't think I would have a favorite when I went in. But I also going in had never heard anybody else play my music before. And so on the day that I went in and heard Julia Floberg and Joe Peterson playing my song Vanishing, because I handed my keys over and then we added cello. So Joe played piano and Julia played the cello. And I walked into the studio and I was like, oh, they're warming up or they're playing something beautiful. What is that? And I was like, oh, that's my song. Oh, that's my song. It was like, just like immediate waterworks, immediate high emotions. And it's a very high emotion song as it is. So it's number 7, Vanishing. And, you know, I went in and I was in the smaller studio and they were in the big area. And we were all playing and we would do a take. And I'd turn and look at Miles and I'm like, okay, well, I cried through the second half of that one. So let's see if we can get a take where I'm not crying through the second half. And so it holds like just so much energy for me still when that song comes on, when I'm listening to it for like the 3rd time of the day, and that song will come on and it's just like, just hearing them play my music is just, it was just such a treat and like such a little magical moment that I think that's why that's still my favorite song. And it's a beautiful song and it's very touching and it could provide so many different stories for so many different people to listen to that one. So I think it's kind of a good, it encapsulates a lot in one song. So number 7, long story long, number 7.
I love a long story. That's good. Long stories are great. I love hearing just about the process. And I mean, that must have been very magical to be hearing it. And I would probably be the same way, be like, what's that song? That sounds so beautiful.
Yeah, I just walked like, whoa, that's my song. Yeah, it was wild. It was amazing. Yeah.
But,
And like I said, the musicians on this album are what took, you know, what was going to be just my songs and turned it into what it is, which I think is, you know, a beautiful 11-track album. Like, it's just like, it really makes it something I want to listen to over and over again. And I hear something different in each song every time. So, and that's because of the the musicians that added something totally different to each song is just, it's huge. It's a huge difference. So yeah, very thankful for them. Very thankful.
That's fantastic. Yeah. Where can people find the album?
Yes. So you'll be able to, well, when this airs, you'll be able to find it, you know, Amazon, Spotify, my Bandcamp, SoundCloud. You can order the actual album itself, which looks like this. Just a beautiful.
That is a beautiful cover. Like, yes, thank you. That is a beautiful cover.
Yeah, thank you. And you'll be able to get, you know, just the hard copy you can order through my website, AmandaBPerrymusic.com. You'll be able to order it through the Bandcamp, Amanda B. Perry. Yeah, so it should be pretty easy to find. You come to my Facebook page, Amanda B. Perry Music. You know, it should be pretty easy to get, I think.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to make it as easy to get your hands on as possible.
That's good. We need easy right now. So
yeah.
Yes.
And it's nice because there, you know, there's a lot more people who are like, yeah, I'd love to get an album right now. I'd love to listen to a CD right now. It's like, okay, well, let me offer you this then. It may have worked something for you.
Where were the photos of the album cover? Where was that taken? Because it's just so beautiful. It's so fall. You have this beautiful dress on. Like,
oh, it was so fun. It was actually in the property behind my house. We are very lucky in the fall because there's so much color and so much different trees and greens back there. So we had just been walking around and taking pictures under trees and by like wheatgrass. And then we were walking up through the dogwood area, and it was just like, oh yeah, wait, look at all this red. It was quite the photo shoot, consisting of my sister-in-law and my two besties and champagne and walking through my yard. And then just we said, stop, look at all these beautiful colors. Let's stop and take, this is perfect. And at the time we didn't know that was going to be it. But when we came in and we're starting to look through all the pictures, that one popped with all the red flowers around, or the red leaves. It was perfect. So that was the one right there.
Oh, for sure. Oh, red is one of my favorite colors. So I love the red leaves, or when it's the oranges, just any of those fall colors. But how lucky you have so many red leaves near you. That is just, it's right. So beautiful.
It's a treat. Yeah. And I was, at the time I thought, oh, it'll probably be something with orange leaves, orange leaves, or, real fall browns. But then it ended up being that really bright red. I was like, oh, okay, that's even better. More color.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
A pop of color there. That's beautiful.
Yeah. It was awesome. Very lucky shot.
Well, where I hate to say, as soon as you are releasing an album, what's next? But are you just going to take a little siesta? And
oh, absolutely not. Keep it going. I would love to be like, well, now the tour. But that's not happening. Right. So just not really a good time to be out touring and promoting the album. But I try and do all that online, and I try and I post videos almost weekly. I do a show usually almost weekly. So I'll keep doing that. I have all the makings of my next album ready. Like I'm wanting to get back in, hopefully, next year and really maybe try and start something again. I just have all this, I'm definitely taking a pause and celebrating the holidays, and there's so much that has been like brewing in terms of writing, but without a lot of time to write. So I know that I have a lot of lyrics and a lot of ideas up here that I'd like to spend some time on and write some more love songs, And so that's next. Probably just writing more music and putting more stuff out there for, virtual style shows for a while. And then fingers crossed, I'm a very hopeful person that we'll be able to get out there and do some actual in-person live. I can see you sitting there ordering your cocktails and food in front of me. And hopefully that can happen much sooner than we think.
That's what I'm hoping. Like next summer, please.
Right. Yes, please.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Oh,
absolutely.
Wow. Well, I love it. I love that you're not stopping. There are no breaks here. You
are.
Too
much fun. It's too fun. I'm not going to stop right now. Although my family's probably like, oh, okay, sure. Another. Yep. Let's go. Sure. No, they've been wonderful. Very supportive.
That's good. That's very important.
Yeah. It is. I'm lucky.
Oh my gosh. Well, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
On the album. By special request, it is out now. Get the hard copy. Check out the hard copy. Check out the album cover. It is beautiful. The leaves and everything. Like, that's a great shot. And get your cocktails ready. Keep watching Amanda B. Perry's Facebook live shows. Yes. Everything else. Find her on all the streams.
Yeah, we're out there.
Yeah. Check it out. And congrats again. It's a beautiful album.
Thank you so much. I'm excited to hear what everybody thinks of it. So let me know.
Right. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.